Today on Suncoast View, just how private are your stays at a rental property? A couple is caught on camera on Longboat Key. We'll discuss.
It's a party with a purpose and the kickoff of Sarasota's social scene. Today we talk about how much money is raised for women's health at the annual Key to the Cure.
And it's a day of do-it-yourself, crafts that can be delivered to your doorstep, and Halloween costumes without that high cost. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show and welcome to Sally Shule.
Yes.
Great to have you with us.
Thank you. Great to be back.
We're happy to see you. You always look so dignified and just, you know,
High fashion.
Yeah. So it's great company to be around.
And she's a really fun Facebook friend to have because you do so many fun things. I mean, you are always out and about with fun people, and I know this week coming up is a huge week for you.
It
We're going to
is.
talk about Key to the Cure, of course, coming up later in the show, but I also want to take a minute and jump past Thursday's big event and talk a little bit about the Spark Amazing Raise, because that's another big event.
Right? Have any of you done it? The
No.
Amazing
I haven't,
Race?
but I've heard about it.
So it's a great event. It's so much fun and it's exhausting. And yeah, especially a couple days after Key to the Cure.
Yeah,
so,
you're gonna be
you know,
busy.
you have a team of 8. I've got this amazing team and they're so great. And so we go around town and you do a scavenger hunt and you go to all these unusual places. So you have to get pictures. You have to, like one time I had to get on a Harley. One time I had to ride a horse.
Oh my
Another
goodness.
time I had to do an act at the circus.
How fun.
So you never know what you're going to do. It's
That's a little
crazy.
scary.
But while you're doing
Crazy.
that, there's a great fundraising party going on at the
Yeah,
same time.
there
so
is.
you can do either event.
Right, so you can either be, you know, the athletic type and be on a team and go about town, or you can just go to Michael's on East and be part of the Amazing Raise party. So, you know, we all as teams raise and we get prizes if we get the most money, we get prizes if we get the least amount of time, everything. It's very competitive.
It's very neat.
Fun.
So if you're,
Fun.
if
It's
you're looking for a
adventure.
great fundraising party to
Yeah.
go to, that is Raise the Roof. It's the part that we can all partake in, and that is coming up October 14th, of course, at Michael's on East. Go to spark.net for more information. All right, let's see who's in the kitchen today. We welcome back Chef Deepa from the Indian Table.
Hello.
Always bringing us colorful and creative cuisine. What are we making today?
So today we're going to do something sweet. We're making pistachio, pomegranate and cardamom meringue. Sounds a lot more complicated than it actually is, and you'll see how easy it is.
Okay, she
in
always
tea
says
time,
that.
so.
But all right, well, we will look forward to a sweet
Great.
treat. Thank you. It's
Thank
great to
you.
see you. It is time for our first hot topic. And cameras and microphones were found inside a vacation rental property on Longboat Key. Now a man faces video voyeurism charges. Detectives say the man recorded at least one couple without their knowledge. However, the man says the couple was aware there were cameras in this Airbnb. Now, Airbnb's policy says all cameras must be disclosed and they may never be in private areas like bedrooms. Hidden cameras are reportedly a growing problem in rental properties. Okay, this freaked me out.
It freaked me out because it's so close to home. Like, you know, Airbnb is a national
Yes.
company, and here we are in our area on the Suncoast, someone that has an issue with it.
I could freak you out even more because when I started looking up the story deeper to make sure I understood Airbnb's policy so we could talk about it, the amount of instances of this are alarming.
Oh my.
But we had a big discussion about it this morning that, okay, if I'm the property owner, I don't know, it's my home, it's security. Like, of course I think I'd want to have cameras there. But how do
But
you
I don't
know
wanna
where
stay
they are?
there if
But
you do.
exactly,
Where they
there's
are.
the
You can
other
have anything
side.
you want, but
Yeah.
don't rent it to me. I don't want to stay there.
But, you know, people do cameras for other reasons,
Yeah.
too, you know, and I know some people that have a place on Siesta Key, and they have a camera because they live way up north, and they like to turn it on to watch the sunset.
Oh, that's a
my
nice one.
goodness,
Do
so
they
funny.
rent the property?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
But if they did, they'd have to tell.
But think about it, and then some also do it for if their house is on the market and they want to see people coming in and out.
Absolutely.
They'll have a camera.
And they can hear what they're saying?
And they hear what they're saying.
Oh my gosh.
So think about
Do it
that.
For security reasons. My house has cameras everywhere.
Absolutely.
Mine does too,
don't.
but I don't have them on.
But
I mean, like,
well,
that's
then
so
what
what
good
good
is
is
that?
that?
But what help is it going to be if it's not on?
Well, I do.
Answer that.
I'm not worried about
But if I
that.
stay at your house and I'm hooking up on the couch, are you going to see me?
I mean, I would have to
Hook him
go
up on the couch? Oh, let's go further
I
than
would
that.
have to go into the system, find the date, and play it and rewind. So it's not like, you know,
Right.
I'm
It's a
just
process.
yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
you know, I think he's well in his right to have a camera in his house.
Well, Airbnb did disagree with that.
Yes.
Because he got arrested.
Yes.
But
Yeah, I
because he
agree with
didn't
that.
disclose it. But I definitely understand why you want them. But as a renter who often uses Airbnb and VRBO, that concerned me because now I
Yes.
thought, have I been in properties where
Yeah,
there have been
yeah.
cameras? And there very well could have been, and they very well could have been on a contract, and I probably didn't read it.
I wonder how they
So-
found out.
Well, because they were doing inappropriate things with the video of the inappropriate things.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not showing you
other
juicy
people.
details if you want to know. It's a family hour.
They were showing it to other people.
Well, that's just
Probably.
it. They had
Yeah.
to show it to someone. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Yes.
See, now we're all worried.
Because I'm booked with an Airbnb next month, I think, with some girlfriends. We don't want to be walking around and talking and have people watching.
Well, you better read the fine print of
Right.
your
Or
Airbnb
keep your clothes on.
contract.
Yeah, no more
Down
fun
with
for you
your
girls.
clothes.
All right, well, hundreds of fans get hit by baseballs while watching Major League games every season. Well, now one of them is looking for retribution. A Cubs fan who ended up blind in one eye from a foul ball is suing the team and the league for $50,000. MLB says individual teams are putting up more protective netting around foul lines, but there is no league-wide rule, and it is difficult because of how stadiums are designed differently. FYI, on a ticket, it says on your Major League ticket that as a fan, you go in knowing there is a risk. What do you think?
I thought the funny thing was this guy said, well, that rule doesn't apply to him because he sneaked in. Therefore, he didn't have a
Yeah,
ticket.
somebody invited him without a ticket. That's just garbage.
He doesn't have a
Anyway.
ticket.
That doesn't work.
That's even worse.
Yes,
You can't
yes,
get,
that's even worse. You don't have any
retribution for-
rights.
yeah,
But
Yes.
what do you think about the concept?
They
as a
need to put
fan?
up nets. They need to put up nets. They do.
You don't think it'll obscure and impact the game?
I mean, you can't really see it, but my thing is even then, and I hate to sound so bad, I feel bad saying this, but he didn't see the ball coming. He didn't feel like he needed to
They're going
move.
something like 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It's like a missile.
100 miles an hour, I'm seeing a ball coming at my face.
Well, there's a problem in hockey, too. Now, hockey, it's hard to follow that puck. And when those hit people, I don't know if they
Yeah.
ever knew. Baseball's a little easier.
Yeah.
I mean, you're seeing it coming. After like a couple seconds, you're going to duck.
Yeah, but I think they're more concerned about catching the ball.
And then,
think
but
about
then
it.
it's
They're
his
all like,
fault.
"Woo!"
Yeah, they're all up there trying to catch it. So that's your fault you got hit by the ball. I
A
don't
little-
think the team is
I
responsible.
think a little girl was killed not long ago.
Not
and
killed,
that's-
but injured.
They
Yeah.
they had to put
Injured.
up nets. So there is a way, I think, to protect the fans. I don't know how you could have.
Well, and you
see-through
don't really
nets.
see, once they're up, you really don't even notice the nets.
Yeah.
You don't, but it'll make a
Truthfully.
difference. I mean, as
Yeah.
someone who grew up on the third base line of Wrigley Field, there was never a net. And that
Stephanie, it's different now.
So, but see, that's the point.
Back in the old days.
Back in the old days, we just
Sorry, times have changed.
But that's the point. If you're going to take the risk, you got to take what comes
Right.
with
What's-
it.
Right,
yeah,
right.
Good point. So,
That's true.
Well, this is not an ending discussion because I think all the teams now are going to take a big close look at their safety. So e-commerce wars are heating up again. Walmart is now promising 30-second returns in their stores for items that are sold and shipped by Walmart.com. That's called Mobile Express Returns. This will launch in November. Even more exciting, the 30-second return policy will expand to store-purchased items next year. So the mobile process begins on your phone with an app, and then it gets completed in store with a scanner and a QR code, and then you turn over the merchandise you're returning. Obviously, this is a direct attack on Amazon, since they don't have stores that you can do this at. Does this influence buying at Walmart?
Yes, it does, but I thought it was funny. They say now to stand in the line to return something, it takes a minute and a half. What? I've stood in that line for
I have
30
stood in that line
minutes.
for
Yeah.
30 minutes to return something.
Yes.
As you were reading that, I was like, I'm a little skeptical. Have you been to Walmart and tried to return something? 30 minutes later, you're still in line.
Yes,
Well, but
yes.
that's why this is so good to me.
I don't believe it. 30
Really?
seconds.
I'm going to test this.
Okay,
Go ahead.
we'll be in that line.
Yeah, I use Walmart.com now, but I use Amazon.com too. With Amazon, I have to put that thing back in a box, put the stickers on it, drop it off somewhere. Now all I'm going to have to do is run and scan and be done.
I hope it's true, but I don't
Yeah,
believe it.
yeah.
30 seconds
Okay.
is a little bit of
Okay.
time.
Have
Yeah.
you ever been to Walmart? Sally, you don't strike me as the
Yes,
kind of woman that goes to
I want you to
Walmart.
know. My father-in-law wanted an old-fashioned jog suit like he wore in high school. I found it at
Awesome.
Walmart, $5.69.
Wow.
So yes, and I do have to return because I bought 2 sizes, of course. So I'm going to, see how it is.
Yeah.
But imagine, from a retail gal. I mean, come on. Let's just think about that. To return something, first of all, they're going to have to remove like the eyeglass shop and the pizza place and everything else and like make it a total return center.
Yeah.
To be able to make that
To
happen.
handle it.
I mean, that's not a good return on your real estate when you're,
Yeah,
you know,
well,
when you're in retail.
I heard too that you have it at home, so you've got a product like toothpaste that you find
Yeah.
is no good. You can just go on there and say the toothpaste wasn't any good, and they'll send your money back. You don't even have to take it back. This sounds like a big
Wow.
loser for them.
Yeah,
Well,
I
and
know,
Amazon
but-
does that
It's
some
just
too.
a-
You can try
I
something and
don't
send
know.
it back. But I guess maybe they figure out enough things don't happen.
I think it's just a gimmick to get people to think that it's okay. You know, when you feel like you can return something, you feel comfortable purchasing.
Yeah,
So I
could be.
think it's just a gimmick. I don't think it's actually going to act.
All right, well, we will check it out. We will do the research for you because we feel
Yeah.
it's our
I'm
job.
not doing it.
Linda and I like to retail
Just
research.
know what you want to buy before you go
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
That's what the key is.
All right, well, here is a useful purchase. Socks, or maybe not. They're actually pretty optional in our Florida fashions. But doctors think this is a trend we should rethink. The College of Podiatry warns that more of us are getting athlete's foot because the lining of a shoe does not absorb sweat, and then bacteria grows. Did you know, and this is very gross, that your feet have more sweat glands than anywhere else in your body? Your feet, and Bobeth, even yours, produce a half a pint of sweat a day.
Well, I knew my sons did.
But
I
you
can
didn't
smell
think yours
that.
did.
I don't think mine do, but I know the boys do.
Actually, Sally, I heard you got credit for introducing us to the sockless trend with men a couple
Oh
of
gosh,
years back.
yeah. I think
Yes.
that's changed.
Yeah,
They wear
socks
socks now. Yeah, now it's a trend that they wear socks. But come
This
on,
is
men's
probably
feet
why.
are men's feet. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't
Shoes
feel like
on
I'm
and
at
socks.
risk in, backless shoes
a
like we
pint
wear.
is a lot. You know, I feel like I would feel that
Yeah.
water.
I knew you'd be bothered by
Squash,
this.
squash, squash as you
No,
walk across the
you
floor.
should be happy the weight's going away.
Oh, that's
Think
true.
of it that way.
Water weight.
What about the peds? Maybe that helps. The no-show socks.
What about sandals?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
come
I
on,
wear
we live in
sandals.
Florida.
Yeah.
Right. No,
the
I
water
agree.
just runs out.
Yeah.
I know, but
Runs
when
along.
we get to fall, and I know both Beth and I have talked about this, and boots are so in, booties and boots, I just stick bare feet in those suckers.
You do?
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
you do too.
I
'Cause if-
usually can't find a sock, so I just
and to
kinda
me, it's hot. I don't want to
Yeah.
be in a sock. That just makes me even hotter.
Up north, I wore socks though, because part
Right.
of the boots was to be warm for one thing.
Right. Yeah.
we
Here
don't
it's
need
just to
that.
be
but it's not
fashionable.
that cold.
No,
Right,
it's
no.
never.
But I may rethink not wearing socks in my boots because I was a little grossed out by that.
Yeah.
So do you gossip? Well, new research says you don't have to feel bad about it anymore. It could actually be good for us. Canadian researchers show that members of the opposite sex can show off their desirable traits to one another through gossip. It's reportedly linked to mate competition and is actually a highly evolved social skill, not a flaw of character. So no surprise, women do gossip.
Yeah,
more
but
than
we
men.
gossip to each other.
A gossiper did this study because I didn't believe it.
You don't believe that gossip is good?
Yeah, I can't see that impressing a date. So
Yeah.
you should have seen what so-and-so
Yeah.
did today, and you should hear about who's having an
Yeah.
affair. Men just aren't impressed by that. You've got to tell your girlfriends.
Yeah.
So
Right.
that disproves that whole study.
Yeah.
All right.
A gossiper
Yeah.
did it. We
The
don't believe
gossiper
it.
made the
Yeah,
study.
I don't-
Yes.
I don't-
Well,
I'm
if
not
you're
with that
talking to
one.
your another girlfriend, you're probably trying to size up the competition. Like, that's the mate competitiveness. I'm talking to you to see if I think you've got it, and if not, I'm going to take it over.
No, I'm talking to you because I just heard the juiciest thing, and I can't wait to tell you.
Or you're saying, hey, I got one up on you. You
Yeah.
didn't know that. That's what you're
Kind of
showing
sticking
off.
it to her a
I
little
knew
bit.
that.
Yeah, women are not nice. Not nice at all. All right, well, young kids often want a character-themed cake to celebrate their birthday, but apparently not all bakeries use the same Disney templates. Look at this rendition of Minnie Mouse. Now, I think what they were thinking of was the cake on the left. The one on the right is what showed up for the little girl's party. Now, in the bakery's defense, they did not advertise a mini cake. They were just given a picture to replicate.
And wait, they thought that was a replication of that.
Well, hopefully it tasted good.
Who doesn't know what Minnie Mouse
Kinda
looks like?
Minnie's a universal
Yes.
look.
Apparently, the little girl was a little disappointed.
Aww.
I know. Minnie
Poor
Mouse was
bakery,
scared.
because I would have returned that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
What is
Good
it?
thing it wasn't Walmart.
Good thing you didn't give it to Bobeth. All right, we're going to check out our happy hour forecast, and when we come back, a great conversation about a great event. It's Keys to the Cure.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your happy hour forecast and your first alert forecast. hot. That's right, 92 degrees right now, heat index at 98. Here we are a couple weeks into fall right now, and it feels like a hot summer day. The dew point is pretty low, though, at 70. We have an east wind at 14. Could set some records today across the west central Florida. The pressure 2997, that continues to rise as we're under the influence of a large area of high pressure right now. A few showers only, just barely making it from the east coast to the west. A few showers into Hardee County. You can see that near Wauchula. Nothing else going on in Manatee, Sarasota, and into DeSoto counties. Fairly quiet right now. It should stay that way. We'll give it a less than 20% chance for a few isolated late night showers or late evening showers. Well, we have a lot of dry air around, but that's going to thin out a bit. But then look at this low pressure system in the upper level of the atmosphere east.
Social season on the Suncoast is about to get very busy, but behind every great Suncoast event, there is a great cause, and that's especially true with Key to the Cure. Sally Schul from Sarasota Memorial Healthcare Foundation is here with cancer survivor Tanya Johnson. They're going to talk about the purpose behind this great party. Sally, over the years, how much money has this event raised to fight cancer?
So for 12 years, this is the 12th year, so Saks Fifth Avenue has chosen Sarasota Memorial Healthcare Foundation as their charity, and we've raised $1.3 million for SMH women's cancer programs.
That really makes
Isn't that
a
amazing?
difference. What's the impact of this kind of money?
Well, it's amazing because it goes to different grants, so it might do things like a cancer research coordinator, clinical oncologist coordinator, some gynecological tissue banking, some genetic testing, but you know what? It assists uninsured women to get mammograms, and that's what's really, really important. So we've performed over 500 screening mammograms, almost 400 diagnostic, 450 ultrasounds, and then some breast biopsies as well. But what's really great is just from those biopsies alone, we've saved 75 women from cancer.
My goodness.
So really, you know, that's what this party is, and we call it Party with a Purpose this year because we're here to raise money for women's cancer programs, and it all stays local. And, you know, we get to meet wonderful people like our Tanya here today.
Yeah.
Tanya, we're so happy to have you here. Now, tell us about your battle with cancer. This all began when? 2 years ago?
Yes, November 2015.
And what kind of cancer do you have?
Ovarian.
How did you find out?
My yearly exam.
Your yearly exam. Oh, that's so important. What was your reaction? How did you feel when you found that out?
Really afraid, scared, but I had people to help me through it, my doctors. And
you were at Sarasota Memorial?
yes,
And how did the foundation, how did the hospital help you there?
they was fabulous. They treated me, you know, with great.
I know you were saying earlier that because you were so scared, it was just so helpful to have them kind of just be there to help you while you were at your state and make you feel comfortable. But you then got involved in a campaign. How did you take your fear and translate it to saying, I need to help other people?
Well, I got a call from, you know, one of my doctors, well, the doctor that performed the surgery on me, and he asked me to, you know, about the Key to the Cure, and I was excited about it, and it's great. Key to the Cure is great. It was a great experience for me.
And you are in the campaign.
I am in the
That's got to be so exciting because there is a big poster and you are a famous lady.
Well, and you're helping others now. I mean, what a great way to give back. You know, when SMH was there for you, now you can help drive new funding so they can be there for other people.
Yes.
So Sally, tell us some of the highlights of the Key to the Cure campaign and what you use this money for, how you are going to be using this to keep Suncoast women healthy.
Well, as I mentioned, you know, the money all goes to the women's programs at SMH. So again, you know, for the uninsured, we are there. For the advancement, we are there. So we do research, we do advancement of new technology, staff education. You know, a lot of the nurses have to go out into different programs and such like that to really, you know, get advancement. And even different kind of programs that we work with the community for people like Tanya. You know, when you find out you have cancer, it's pretty scary.
And of course, the
You know,
party is awesome. Key to the Cure is one of the best parties we have here on the
Yeah,
Suncoast. I see everybody is having a good time.
Well, you just saw a photo of the lanyards. So last year, do you remember the models had the
Yes.
lanyards with
Yes.
the keys, and you all had, so we're changing it up a little bit this year.
Oh,
so
of course
check
you
this
are.
out, ladies. We have poofs. So this year we are selling these poofs at the event, and they all are numbered with little charms. And so you have the opportunity to win over 20 prizes with these poofs. And also new this year, someone will win $2,500 cash.
Oh,
with
wonderful.
those
Very good. With a
Party with a dual purpose.
I know. Yeah, it's
Key
a lot
to
of
the
fun.
Cure is Thursday, October 12th. It's at Saks Fifth Avenue. And for more information, go to Sarasota Memorial Healthcare Foundation's website. What a party it's going to be. Next, the home renovation series continues. We've got some new things to show you.
Growing up, my mom was afraid of the water, something she did not want me to feel.
So I enrolled Missy in swim lessons.
It changed my life.
Missy Franklin.
And now you can do the same for someone that you love.
There's nothing more precious than your child's well-being.
So act now, before it's too late.
I'm glad I did.
Thanks, Mom. Visit usaswimmingfoundation.org to find, get, or give a swim lesson.
Being the caregiver for my husband is truly a blessing, but sometimes it's easy to lose a part of myself. To be my best, for him and for me, it's important to have time to be able to recharge. When I called Tidewell Hospice, they gave me the chance to do just that. They helped me find the time to care for myself, all the while with the peace of mind of knowing my husband is in the very best hands. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
In life after the military, it's our duty as veterans to have each other's back. I'm retired Colonel Greg Gatson, and it's my mission to help you get the benefits and services you've earned. If you need to file a VA claim, remember these important steps. Submit an online claim through ebenefits.va.gov. Work with an accredited Veterans Service Organization, or VSO. And if you need to attend a VA claim exam, please go. Visit this website to learn what to expect.
All tile is definitely not created equal, and different size tile definitely has a huge visual impact on a living space. Kate Spencer from Tile Outlets of America is here to tell us today about decorative tiles. Now, these are smaller than other things that we've looked at with you for projects.
Yes, these are, so the decorative tiles are more in a smaller 8x8, 9x9, 10x10, so they are a much smaller scale.
But yet you can still use them in all sorts of different places.
Yes, you can still use them outside, inside, floors, walls. You can basically use these anywhere.
All right, well, give us some project ideas, because that's always the hard part. Let's start down at the end with the
Sure.
really cool pattern in front of Sally.
I think something you have to remember on this, decoratives is you can't just take one picture or one tile and look at it and say, what does that design?
Yeah.
So with this particular one, you're actually going to see 3 different designs that you can do by just turning that tile a different way.
Oh.
It's going to create
Oh, wow.
a layout.
That's
This will give
beautiful.
you more of like a scrolling layout. You could put a solid border around it, create a rug look.
And wait, and that's the same tile?
Same
just
tile,
turned?
just turned a different way. So this
That's
one is
amazing.
taking it away from the direction of the flower pattern, turning it, and what a great little bar, and
Yeah.
look at that. And they're a restaurant floor, offsetting it with a solid color and just creating that, really fancy kind of look in your restaurant. And, ties in with wood plank as well.
Yeah,
How
well, you're
exciting.
exactly right that you can't just look at one, because I would have never known that with that. And you brought a couple other things that you're going to show us too. It looks like one thing in one place and then you mix it in.
Again, I mean, this, you would never picture what this is until you actually see the final layout of it. So you really have to lay it out. It's a circular pattern. I mean, and it's really unique and different, but look how fun that makes a home. If you have like white walls, it just makes it pop.
I would not have guessed that.
No, and I love the way that it just makes more of a visual interest, certainly, in everything you do. And then this is a gray-based pattern, and it looks like almost, are those like lines, squares?
It does. It comes out like, you look at you look at this, it looks like a crisscross pattern.
Yeah.
And then you lay it out, and it's got more of a flower, with a square around it.
Okay, so this is where I'm scared. I'm totally scared of tile, I have to tell you that. Because if I were to see a sample of that, I would never know what to do with it. So when we come to your design center, does it show, okay, here's the tile so I can touch it, but here's what you can do with it?
Absolutely.
Here's what the floor will look like, bigger picture.
We have a display on every tile, so you're going to be able to see a display of it laid out. So you'll get the pattern of what it is, so you're not shocked when you get home.
Do you have the ability to be a little bit more, varying with it, so you can maybe put one of the decorative or for the decorative and then put a sea of solid around or something like that?
So you can add accent to it. So if you want to do a solid around it to create a border, or some people call it a tile rug.
Or even color.
Or color, adds a pop of color to it.
Well, let's talk about color, because some of the patterns themselves bring some color to, your room, and no matter how they used.
Yeah, and if you're not looking to go, do really decorative of scrolling or, that design, you have some more simple designs that really just, gives you that pop of color in a room, in a bathroom. I mean, it's just enough that it's not, over too much.
Right.
And I mean, look at that. In a bathroom with white fixtures, I mean, it's a great looking floor.
That's gorgeous. And I've got to tell you again, if I saw it just on that 8x8 tile, to me it looks busy. But when you put it down with its pattern, it doesn't look busy at all.
So you can guide us. You can say, okay, this would be good for the bathroom.
Yes.
Because it would never occur to me.
We need a lot of guidance.
And I think that, and even there's another picture we have of this where they did the entire backsplash in a kitchen. So you add it to a kitchen wall and it looks totally different too.
Right.
So you have a lot of
All right, now tell us what a patchwork tile pattern means.
Okay, so patchwork, what they did is there's tons of patchwork options out there. So I only brought one today, and this is in the gray family, but it is multiple designs put together.
That's cool.
And it creates a random look. So you can actually, and again, you can add an accent solid piece to this as well to add pops of colors, but it gives you that, random design that you might just want to put in a room, and it's very popular right now. You're seeing more and more. Watch some of the shows, they're using it more and more. When you're out in a restaurant, look at the floor. You'll be surprised at some of those places that have that on the floor, and you'll be like, I saw that.
Well, and it just gives you more options. And then here's a glass option, which I absolutely love.
Oh, yes,
How do we use that?
Okay, so glass is only meant to be used on the walls, not to be on the floors.
Makes sense.
Okay, so these are also patchworks. These come in larger, 12 by 12s, but this gives you an idea of on the backsplash of what that will look like as well. So you're seeing patchworks not just in tiles, but also done in glass. And again, I mean, great looks that, have come back with these blues and whites and really fun colors that you can also explore with.
And it's okay to do, like, let's say you just had a variety of tiles throughout your house, and then you're like, you know what, I just have all this extra. So would it be okay to do the patchwork with that?
Sure, yeah, you can add it. I mean, we've had people that add, you could run a wood plank floor up into your kitchen and then do this in your kitchen.
Wow.
I mean, it's a great look.
Well, in so many different applications for the same 8-inch tile, you can put it so many different places.
Yeah, if you want to do it on an outdoor patio, if you want to, again, we saw some on the bathroom floors, if you want to add it to a shower or a backsplash, you have lots of options.
Every time Kate is here, I want to redo my home immediately.
I want to come visit you.
I want you to come to my house.
You can talk to a designer because the ideas are endless at Tile Outlets of America in Fort Myers, Tampa, or you can visit them right here on the Suncoast at their Sarasota location on Cattleman. Also, find them online, tileoutlets.com. Okay, coming up next, we're going to take a little of this creative inspiration and get artsy on our own with crafts that come to us.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining.
What if you had a medical emergency away from home?
My chest hurts. I can't breathe.
What you need is Mobile Help, America's premier mobile medical alert system. Most systems only work at home, but with Mobile Help, you get help outside the home with coverage nationwide on one of the largest cellular networks at the press of a button. Call the number on your screen for a free full-color brochure. We'll send you everything you need, including this base station, the patented mobile device, and the waterproof pendant and wrist button. You can also add the fall button that automatically detects falls and signals help. Call today and receive a risk-free 30-day trial. There is no equipment to buy and no long-term contract. For a limited time, you will also receive a free emergency key box with your plan purchase. Remember, Mobile Help keeps you safe coast to coast.
Call 1-800-916-8638. That's 1-800-916-8638.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Get breaking news alerts focused on the Suncoast. Download the ABC 7 News app. Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC 7 shows on your streaming device.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Chef Deepa from the Indian Table. And Deepa, I understand that you have some classes coming up. Tell us about where you teach and what kind of classes you offer.
So I'm teaching Easy Indian Food at Home, which is on October the 20th, which is a Friday. And I, excuse me, I teach at the Culinary Lab in Lakewood Ranch, at the USF Culinary Lab. Beautiful kitchen. We have an excellent demonstration area. The guests can come and help us cook, or they can sit back with a glass of wine and relax. It's always a fantastic night. So I'd love to see you there.
All right, sounds like a lot of fun, and you'll see us in the kitchen in
Brilliant.
just a bit.
Thank you.
Bobette?
Well, subscription boxes have exploded onto the e-commerce scene with crazy popularity. Now there is a subscription service for almost anything imaginable. And Suncoast, a Suncoast entrepreneur, is getting in on the action. The Wheatcraft founder, Betsy Wild, is here to tell us all about the Wheatcraft box that can be delivered right to your front doorstep. All right, so Betsy, tell me how you decided to come up with a box that has all types of craft and it comes to your house.
Well, I grew up with an incredibly creative and crafty mom, and we were always crafting as kids, and it was something that was really important for me to instill in my children and build those creative memories together. But as a full-time working mom, I didn't have the time or the resources to go to the store and do that. So I needed a box of prepared crafts that would be right there.
All right, that makes sense. So tell me about the service. So is it like any other service where you get a box, and what's inside that box?
So every month we have 2 to 3 prepared crafts. You guys are crafting the October crafts. This month we have pumpkins, glitter pumpkins, finger puppet spiders, and masks for Halloween.
All right, and this saves you the time of going to the store. So Stephanie has one.
Absolutely. So I love this concept because you mentioned the time of going to the store, which you don't have. But you know, you get to the store and everybody's like, but I want that, and I want that. And then you have to buy a box of Google Eyes, and you have 300 Google Eyes. If I only need 10 Google Eyes, now I only have 10 Google Eyes. So what a great idea. I love it.
And so the crafts aren't something that, you know, you have to be a master crafter to perform. You have instructions?
Yes.
So tell me about the first project that we have Linda and Sally working on.
Sally caught me cheating.
Is that why you were
I
giggling?
was copying hers. It looked so good.
know.
They were
She was,
giggling.
yeah.
So
I was
she's
pretending
a
it
fashion
was
expert.
eyeshadow.
I want mine to look like hers.
So our first craft are the felt masks, and every month we have one material that comes in the box, like markers or chalk, and then it applies to all the crafts. And each box would work for siblings too. So there's 3 masks, and they're able to put some googly eyes on there, decorate them with their chalks, and
they're really fun
They're
too.
so adorable.
another one I thought was cute and easy is the spider that you have for me to make. So all of the different pieces are there, and it's just the eyes are already, it's already cut out, and you just put the eyes and decorate?
Yep, yeah, super easy. So a 3-year-old to an 8-year-old would enjoy doing this. And they all come with very easy instructions with photos and words as well. I don't like to read instructions, so pictures are good.
But this makes you a mom hero, you know, like if you can just pull out a craft on a rainy day or a day where the kids are having trouble focusing, and you can have the cup of coffee or the glass of wine, and they can do the craft. And
well, it's so hard to get kids off their iPads these days.
Good point.
That is the hardest thing for parents. So this would definitely hold their interest.
I agree.
Absolutely.
They still love to craft. It hasn't changed. It's just harder to get it accomplished.
So are you noticing that a lot of moms are really, you know, taken to the idea?
I think a lot of moms I've noticed have been, and it's a great gift idea. It's, again, the gift that keeps on giving. You're creating quality memories with your children, crafting together.
And what a good grandma gift, Linda, to have this at your house for when they come
yes,
over.
because things get really rowdy with 4 children from 4 to 8. So if you can get them to sit down for a while and do this, it's awesome.
All right, so Stephanie, what did you make?
I think I'm doing pretty well here with my pumpkin, although he still needs Google Eyes. So we just made a tracing out of the glue and then put the glitter on.
You know what I like about it is normally you'd have to do the tracing and the cutting. This part, it's already cut perfectly for you.
That's a great point, because I'm not great with scissors to begin with, and neither are most kids, and then they get sad if it doesn't look like the example. So the fact that some of the harder stuff is already done, all we have to do is make it look pretty.
Yeah.
And they get bored very quickly. So I have found that you can't have long crafts for little children or grandmothers.
So can I have one of your pipe cleaners?
Oh, yeah.
So you can cross over crafts, right?
Yeah, why not?
That's another great point about the box is I blog throughout the month and show other crafts that you can do with the materials. So let's say this is our October box. I'll be posting a blog post later in the month with something else you could do with the chalk materials if you'd like to.
Oh, because you'll have,
the life.
you might have some extra
that's
materials.
great.
So the boxes come once a month.
Yes.
Yes. And then estimate maybe 10 crafts in a box.
There's 2 to 3 crafts with multiple blanks, so siblings and
so
families
that
can
way
do
you can
them.
make more of them. Okay, got it.
Well, we love this idea. You keep up the good work. And to get more information about the We Craft box and how to sign up, just go to their website. They have all of the different information there and possible crafts for you. And next, we're going to continue our crafting because we're going to make our own Halloween costumes. We'll be right back.
ABC 7 News at 7 weeknights.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what we're working on now for 5 o'clock. Persistent mold issues at Lakewood Ranch High School. What the Manatee County School District is doing now to make sure the campus is safe for students and teachers. Plus, lessons learned from Hurricane Irma. State lawmakers talk about how they can better prepare for monster storms. Let's get a check on our first alert weather now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Thanks, Scott. Right now, it's a hot one today. Near record high temperatures, we could set a few. 92 degrees today. That's what our current temperature is. Still east wind at 14, so it has a chance to go even higher over the next hour. The heat index, it feels like 98 degrees, not much of a fall day out there. Dew point temperatures at 70. There's a few isolated showers, a lot of dry air in place, high pressure dominating, limiting any kind of significant shower activity right now. Some rain, though, looks like to be coming back into the weather picture. We'll have the details on that coming up at 5. See you then.
ABC 7, your official Florida lottery station for the Suncoast.
To be able to just get my son here and not think about how we will pay for it, it just takes so much weight off of my family. St. Jude allowed me to focus on being a mom to Bryce. And sometimes I'm just in awe of the impact St. Jude has, not only on this community, but the world.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-628-1251, 800-628-1251.
Halloween is big business according to the National Retail Federation. We will spend more than $9 billion on tricks and treats this year, including costumes, of course. But a creative costume does not have to mean big bucks. Veronica Brandon Miller is here with good news from Goodwill about how to DIY Halloween.
Yes, you know, Halloween is fun, but you don't have to spend a lot of money. And that's why we encourage people to go to Goodwill.
How many people do for occasions like this?
Oh, it's our biggest holiday.
Halloween is your biggest
Goodwill
holiday?
is Halloween headquarters.
Wow.
So many people come because you don't want to spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
And let's face it, if you don't have the time, great. We do have pre-made costumes. But look, wouldn't that be cute when you come in and no one else has that costume?
Oh, how funny.
So why not? And let's say, hey, I only have $10. Well, I'm going to show you a bunch of costumes that you can make for less than $10, including myself.
Did you make that for less than $10?
Yes, I did. Guess what I am?
I think you're a cat.
I am a party animal.
Oh, yeah, we get it.
But wait. You're like, okay, well, I don't know if I want to be that. Well, this how
Now you're
easy
just
it
an
is.
animal.
No,
Now you're an animal.
No, I'm a Beanie Baby.
Now you're a beanie. Oh, I love that. Okay, that's perfect.
How simple. And this shirt, it's a Chico shirt that I got for $5.99. Why wouldn't I wear it any other? Right, exactly.
Okay.
So it's a great costume. But I have some really cool people.
Oh, bring them on. We can't wait to see this.
Tim Schaus from ABC7
Yes,
is
we know
Flo. Yes.
Oh, that is so funny.
I know. Isn't that awesome? And all it really is this dollar apron and printing out stuff off the computer. And sure,
And a wig.
the lovely wig.
I love this
But the only
idea.
wig we could find was Jasmine from. But it was dark, and you look fabulous.
You still look like Flo does. That is hilarious.
So actually, and he had the white shirt. So
it cost how much?
Less than $2.
Oh my goodness!
Great.
You are great.
But this one is fun.
We can't wait to see this.
Look at this.
I'm stealing this.
This is Lou and Lynn.
So cute.
Now, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous dress, but it was the right color. That's all we needed it for.
Yeah.
So she can wear it to a gala afterwards. But sure enough, we just printed this off the computer.
Okay.
Found a white boa, and then that's just green construction paper.
Oh my!
Tell me that isn't
So
fabulous.
that's the foam on top of the cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
You
love
look very
it. You're
lovely.
frothy. I know you were a cup anywhere.
Someone's going to drink you up.
And again, if you already have a striped shirt,
Cat burglar.
a cat burglar.
Oh,
right?
you are good, Bobette.
So I mean, these are costumes that use your imagination. Use your imagination. And this is Kelly Gardner, also from Goodwill. You look fabulous.
Yes, you do.
But let's face it, the next one, everyone loves a zombie.
Oh, of course we do.
And we're talking, hey, you probably already have a ripped shirt, but if not, is it going to kill you to buy a $1 shirt from Goodwill? Just rip it up, and no, that's not real blood. We actually have pre-made blood, and this is like for $1 fake blood spray.
So his costume would be like $2.
Yeah, exactly, same with mine.
Well, and you know what my kids want to do is they want to bloody up the jeans too, so you have to go to Goodwill and buy an old pair of jeans so they can ruin a new pair. That's what we do.
I read this before I put it in his hair, that it does come out with soap and water.
Oh, that's good.
You got lucky.
Hopefully. But let's bring them back.
Oh,
these are all great
These are great costumes.
So think outside the box. Don't spend a lot. Go to Goodwill. We probably have everything you need.
Yeah, you mentioned you do also have bags.
Oh yeah, if you don't have the time.
Yeah, if you don't have any imagination.
Yep.
But the kids will love doing it themselves. Oh, this is so great. We love you guys. And for Goodwill store locations and hours, just go online to their website. Next, a funny story about our trip to Epcot.
Are you currently on Medicare? In other words, do you carry the red, white, and blue Medicare card? If so, are you suffering from chronic back pain? If you answered yes, you may be eligible for a pain-relieving back brace covered by Medicare at little to no cost, shipped directly to your home for free. These medical-grade back braces are ideal for lower back pain, arthritis, spinal disorders, and other chronic back problems. Our accredited staff will handle all of the Medicare paperwork for free, and best of all, your brace is shipped directly to your home for free. Don't let chronic lower back pain slow you down. Get moving and stay active with a medical-grade back brace covered by Medicare at little to no cost. We also accept Blue Cross Blue Shield, United Healthcare, Aetna, Humana, and other insurance. Will you qualify for a medical-grade back brace covered by Medicare? Find out for free.
Call Back Brace America at 1-800-715-0835. That's 1-800-715-0835, 1-800-715-0835.
What if you had a medical emergency away from home?
My chest hurts. I can't breathe.
What you need is Mobile Help, America's premier mobile medical alert system. Most systems only work at home, but with Mobile Help, you get help outside the home with coverage nationwide on one of the largest cellular networks at the press of a button. Call the number on your screen for a free full-color brochure. We'll send you everything you need, including this base station, the patented mobile device, and the waterproof pendant and wrist button. You can also add the fall button that automatically detects falls and signals help. Call today and receive a risk-free 30-day trial. There is no equipment to buy and no long-term contract. For a limited time, you will also receive a free emergency key box with your plan purchase. Remember, Mobile Help keeps you safe coast to coast.
Call 1-800-916-8638. That's 1-800-916-8638.
All right, crew, let's get started. Sure.
Don't ignore the law. You must call 811 at least 2 to 3 days before any digging project so you can avoid hitting our essential buried utilities. For digging projects big or small, make the call to 811.
All right, we have some funny stories that we'd like to share from when we got to go to Epcot to help and get to visit with the Chew crew. Linda makes friends wherever we go, but one of the best things about Linda is that you've lived all these different places.
Yes,
So
yes.
Chef Michael Simon is originally from Cleveland, if you did not know that. Well, who was the head coach of the Cleveland Browns?
Yes, he remembered my husband, Bud, and of course he has great restaurants there. So we talked about the good old days when Bud was coaching,
But watching
and about
his
when he
face
started.
light up. You don't understand. Like, to you, this is so like, well, yeah, my husband was Bud Carson, but literally, this big, huge name chef stopped in his tracks and goes, "You were married to Bud Carson?" Yeah, it was really funny.
And he was going to fix me up with his dad. So. But he was really fun. And you know, I asked him his life lesson, and he said, take the steps. Don't try to take shortcuts in your career. Take the steps.
In anything in life. He was
Yes.
his big point was you got to put out the effort to get the payoff, and I thought that was neat. But
I loved all of them. I feel like they were so down to earth and just open. I did not expect that kind of welcoming.
Because it's not always like that.
Yeah.
But they even went into the audience and sat down with strangers and made pictures, and they were just great fun.
They were a lot of fun, but it's always fun to watch someone be so impressed when they meet Linda Carson.
Oh, it's so nice when somebody remembers my husband. So I was thrilled. I was more thrilled than he was.
Yeah, it was a great experience. Remember, you can watch the Chew live on location at Epcot. That is, of course, at the International Food and Wine Fest all this week. And watch carefully on Wednesday. You might see some people you know.
We're on like the 4th row.
Okay, coming up next, we're going to the kitchen with Chef Deepa for Indian cuisine.
Download the all-new ABC 7 First Alert Weather app now.
Since 1928, Karastan has been setting the standard in carpets and rugs, producing non-allergenic wools that won't promote the growth of bacteria or dust mites like other carpets will. Karastan wools actively remove contaminants from the indoor air, making your home healthier. And there are many colors and patterns and textures to choose from. Come see for yourself.
So many possibilities worth exploring. Minnesota Flooring.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Jacqueline Matter. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. Another farmer's market here on the Suncoast, when and where you'll be able to get fresh, locally grown fruits and veggies this winter. Taking a quick look at your First Alert traffic, right now there are no accidents to report, and I-75 is moving smoothly in both the north and southbound lanes. Now let's get a check on our First Alert weather forecast with Bob.
Thanks, Jacqueline. Right now, some shower activity, very limited across the state for that matter. A few more down to the south, but even those are very few and far between. You can see a little bit of activity into Hardee County, some into Highlands County, but notice Sarasota and Manatee counties checking clear right now. Not much rainfall around it all. Very hot day today, too. Temperatures well above average in the low 90s with a heat index up near 100 degrees this afternoon. Doesn't feel much like fall. We'll let you know about our forecast coming up at 5.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
At Humana, we believe great things are ahead of you when you start with healthy. And part of staying healthy means choosing the right Medicare plan. Humana can help. With Original Medicare, you're covered for hospital stays and doctor office visits when you're sick, but keep in mind you'll have to pay a deductible for each. A Medicare supplement plan can cover your deductibles and coinsurance, but you may pay higher premiums than you do with other plans, and prescription drug coverage isn't included. But with an all-in-one Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you could get all that coverage plus Part D prescription drug benefits, all for an affordable monthly plan premium, and in some areas, no plan premium. It's all described in this free book and DVD. Call for yours and discover how an all-in-one Medicare Advantage plan from Humana could save you money. Call 1-855-395-9803. That's 1-855-395-9803 now.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
I just need a second.
Is your weight holding you back and affecting your health?
Did you see this? Your cousin had a heart attack.
Really?
Excess weight or obesity can be serious, but you can do something about it. Visit yourweightmatters.org. Download the free toolkit to prepare you to speak with a healthcare provider. Your weight does matter. Accept the challenge and take charge today. Visit yourweightmatters.org.
Coming up Wednesday at 4 on Suncoast View, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and no one should fight alone. We will tell you about Team Tony. It's a Suncoast-based charity that pairs a cancer fighter with a cancer survivor. Cute and cuddly puppies will be here, and they need your help to find good homes. Plus, golfing communities in Suncoast for sale, and new restaurant Bravo Coastal joins us in the kitchen.
Welcome back. We're here with Chef Deepa from the Italian table.
Indian table.
Indian table. I'm so sorry, the Indian
Italian
table.
too.
Oh my God.
Indian today.
So what are we making?
So today we're going to do something sweet. I know the times we've been on before, we've concentrated on savory, and I just want to show you how our spices that we use in Indian cuisine are so adaptable to sweet foods too. So today we're going to be making these meringues here, which are filled with a cardamom cream and decorated with pistachio and pomegranate.
They're gorgeous.
Yes, they're so pretty.
And
So
they're quite festive as well. So these are the meringues that I did have to pre-make because they take about 8
Mhm.
hours. I was just explaining to
Oh,
Linda
8
earlier.
hours, okay.
Yes.
So how do we, so we're making the filling today for
We
that?
are, yes. So they're just basically egg whites that have been whipped up with sugar and then piped onto a sheet and then put in the oven to cook. And be
She's
healthy.
making it sound very easy,
It
but if
is.
you've ever made meringue, working with meringue in a pastry bag and then piping it,
It's
takes
messy.
that takes a level of skill that I'm pretty sure Deepa knows we don't have.
No,
And
you do.
patience.
Everyone can do this. You just have to pre-plan a little bit. So for the filling, because the meringue is pretty sweet anyway, I keep the filling pretty mild. And this is fromage frais, which is like a cultured cream.
Oh.
So it's almost a cross between sour cream and heavy cream. So it's a bit lighter.
Very
And it works.
interesting.
Yeah, it works really well with the sweetness of the meringue there.
All right, so let's get
And you
into
can-
it. What
okay.
was the first thing that Sally needs to be grinding?
Okay, so we're going to add some cardamom to this. So this is how the cardamom looks like in its whole state.
Oh, really? Uh-huh.
And
Oh,
these
those
are the
are the pods.
seeds, yes. So we're just going to take a pinch of these, excuse my reach here, and you can just pound away. It's a good stress reliever, so go for it.
yes.
And then Linda, if we want to start assembling the cream, it's a real simple one. So we can add 2 spoons of this.
2 spoons of, is that honey?
This is honey. This is Florida blossom honey. It's got a really nice floral undertone to
blossom
it. Yeah,
honey, okay.
really, really nice. So we can mix that in with that spoon, and then we can smell the cardamom. That's
Oh, yes. Look at that.
And so
Smell
when
good?
you're ready with that, and it's a nice powder, we can
How do
just
we know?
And it's turning white.
Yeah, that's
This is a good
It's-
sign,
yeah, and it
yes.
smells good. And then in the
right, Linda,
meantime,
mix yours up.
we're also going to
Okay,
be
let's-
using some.
I guess you can dump those in, Sally.
Yeah, and this is saffron. We're going to be using a pinch
Just
of
a
saffron.
teeny. When you say pinch, you mean it.
Literally,
Okay.
because it's
Yeah.
very strong, and it will give a nice sort of floral flavour too.
Here we go.
Perfect.
This is everything we need?
That's all we
That's
need
it.
for the cream, and you can use, if you're making this at home, you can use yogurt to cut down on calories if you wanted to.
So far, I feel
And
like
that's
I
it.
can do this.
Yeah, see?
So should I put this
And
in?
that's it. And then if somebody wants to just use a little spoon there and
Okay.
put them in the
Oh, the
meringue.
little spoon.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, Deepa, do you always grind your spices like that?
I
from
do.
home? You
I do,
Oh,
and I
thank
actually have
you,
2 of these mortar and pestles. I have a really big
Want to
one.
do the next one? Here's a little spoon.
Is that one of the
If you
keys
want
you
to.
think
We
to
need the little
Indian
spoon.
cooking is that
Here.
the spices are so fresh?
Yes, I would say so. And you could smell, couldn't you, how strong?
That's
and
why I
it was,
asked.
yeah.
It's so much different
Can
than
you
just
smell it
opening
there?
a jar.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's good,
oh, it
isn't
smells
It's very
great.
fragrant.
This is very fun.
It is fun. Well, we have a whole tin of
So,
meringues
and then-
if you want to.
Does this go back in the oven, or is it
Beautiful.
done? at
No,
this point?
decorate. So what you can do, here's some pomegranate. So if you want, somebody wants to sprinkle some pomegranate.
Okay.
And then we have some green pistachios. It's all very festive because this would be a
Let's see,
perfect.
using you as a
Great holiday
pattern over there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Look at us.
Look at that.
And then what you can do if
I'm gonna
you
make you work more
that's
too.
perfect. There you go.
We've got more. We've got more.
I found more.
And
Because
then
I'm
you-
worried that we aren't all going to
She
get
doesn't-
one if I
right.
don't get out more.
And then you can drizzle a little bit of honey on top if
Oh
you
yeah,
want
we're
to.
behind on the. Here's
You
another
don't have
one.
to. Wow.
Oh, we are good here.
There you go.
Okay, is that it?
Yep, that's all.
Okay, let's
Perfect.
drizzle
All
some.
right, so
Perfect.
Oh,
Very festive.
We've got an assembly line going.
There you go.
Here. Very
and
nice.
If you want to, I'll do
the
last
honey. We forgot the honey.
Well, it's actually a fairly light dessert too.
Yeah, and
All
you
you
don't
need
have
is
to
just a
add the
bite.
honey, yeah.
Just need a bite. Deepa, as you do that, go ahead and tell us a couple about some of the other Indian desserts
Absolutely.
that you brought.
So I'm trying to bring Indian desserts in the forefront because not many people associate Indian food with dessert. So I've created some unique innovations here. So this is actually a chocolate ganache, a chai chocolate ganache.
Oh,
So using
my.
chai spices like ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, and these are baklava, mini baklava.
And I may or may not have tried them, and they're wonderful. I'm just saying.
So, and then we have some coconut fudge there with some cardamom too. So little treats for you ladies today.
Great idea.
Oh, they look lovely.
You can learn all about the Indian cuisine by checking out Chef Deepa's Indian cooking class. And I love the fact that it's called the Easy Indian Cooking Class.
Yes.
You do
We
not
see
need
how
to be
easy it
intimidated.
is, yeah.
I agree. This was very, very easy. And we are certainly...
Yeah,
they
I
are
want to taste
so
one of our
yummy.
creations.
So check that out. Remember, she teaches at the USF Culinary Lab, which is in Lakewood
There's one
Ranch,
plate.
and that class is coming up on October 20th. Thank you for joining us,
Thank
Deepa.
you.
Sally,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank
Have a very
you.
successful Key to the Cure.
Thank you.
We look
See you
forward
there.
to hearing about it. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day and take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view.